is because people did not rent those movies. They bought them. And now they don't have access to them digitally because Sony lost the license to be able to have them. So it's like, yes, licensing happens, but again, you're saying we're getting rid of discs, and we're pointing like, well, this is why we don't like it. Yeah, well, the other thing you just did, the other thing that just happened. Yeah. I don't know. I'm glad I don't have to think about the future much. No, sometimes I'm in the mood to think about the future and better times and find a way forward. But then sometimes I'm also just like, I don't know anymore. I don't know, and I don't care. I think that's what they call losing hope. Well, guess what? The stop killing games thing did not pass. That's what I also saw today. Yes, very exciting, very exciting. I don't know what I'm gonna play today. We're doing anime stuff in like 2 hours, so we'll see if we play something before that. I don't know what I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Well, this is the thing, is that there's going to be people, lobbying against that passing because it's not good for large companies. And if it's not good for large companies, it ain't happening. Playmaker, thank you for 92 months. Welcome back. Thank you so much. Have you ever played Sniper Elite Zombies yet? Is that the full title? Sniper Elite Zombie yet? No. I am actually really looking forward to Briar's thoughts on this. He's going to use the R word again. Listen, if you tune into the podcast tomorrow, he's going to call Sony the R word. I can't stop him anymore. There's no stopping. You cannot pump Briar's brakes. Briar's pissed, and he's returning to his old ways. I can't stop it. Oh my god. Every time he doesn't use any other words, but he will use that one. Yeah. He will use that one. If the keeping an online game thing alive is more so about enabling it to be played offline. That's usually what that is pushing for. Like you have to do something to enable people to be able to continue to play the thing that they purchased. So if that is the possibility that it can be played offline, if it's the possibility that consumers can make their own private servers and you can do it like that. Yeah. It is about preserving art, 100%. I do not want to lose some of the incredible things that have been created by incredible people in this industry. Yeah, I don't want to lose that. Why are they saying no more disc? I don't know. I don't think they even say why. I think this probably gives some explanation as to why. Games are getting too big for discs. I had like 6 discs back in the day. Why was it okay to have 6 discs back then, but you can only have 1 now? What's up with that? Do you know how exciting it was to reach the end of a disc and have to put another one in? Do you know how exciting that was? That was really exciting. I love that. I did that a lot. Too many discs. What? GTA 6 will need 3 discs. GTA 6 ain't getting no discs out of me. 1, because they're not making them because they're a greedy-ass corporation. 2, screw Rockstar. 3, screw your 30 FPS bitch-ass console release. I don't even know that for sure, but I'm just assuming. And 4, I ain't playing that game. I'm going to sit here like a responsible adult and play Barbie's video game collection. All right? That's what I'm going to do. And actually, you know why? It's actually kind of perfect because the Barbie collection of games that's coming to Steam, that is all old games that are being re-released. Re-released on Steam, a modern platform. Look at that. Old games being put in a collection and re-released to live forever on a modern platform. Isn't that great? Thank you, Barbie. Barbie and Godzilla. Yeah. Play Godzilla Destroy All Monsters Melee Remastered. Ew. And of course, you still have the thing, that like that Steam could die and then all these games also die. I was watching Ethos. But there's a lot of the time we can't even get that. A lot of the time we can't even get that. We can't even get an old game updated and put on a platform that everyone can access. Yeah, I mean, it all makes sense, right, Coke? It makes sense because GTA, we ain't making no physical disc. And now, today, PlayStation, who has been working closely with Rockstar because they came out together and said, PlayStation is the best place to play. Of course, like they're talking to each other. PlayStation comes out and says 2028, you are literally not going to be able to get a disc ever. And there's also news that Project Helix isn't going to have a disc drive. I don't want these new consoles. Shut up. I'm not. No, go away. Go away. But the thing is, right, is like everything has kind of moved to be digital, right? Everything's moved to be digital. I can stream movies, I can stream TV shows, I can stream music, but I can still purchase physical versions of all of those things. You know what? We'll read their statement. Of course, it's not that long. It's literally like, "Hi, they're gone. Bye." We'll read their statement because they're not just like we're cutting down. They're like, you literally will not be able to get a physical copy of a game on PlayStation. I can still buy a CD. I could buy a CD right now for any artist that I like. Hey, Dimitri. Hey, Bashy. No disc drive unless it's a subsidized console. Get a PC. Yeah. That's kind of, I mean, you're not wrong about that. Yeah, actually, getting the if you get the physical like Blu-ray copy of an anime, for example, it looks better than what they put on TV. The TV version looks worse. So that's good. I get Blu-ray DVDs of concerts. Anyway, as consumer preferences and the broader entertainment industry continue to shift away from physical discs to digital, physical game disc production for all new games releasing on PlayStation consoles will be discontinued starting January 2028. Oh, and the reason, if you guys don't know Breyer from my other podcast, he literally will not play a game until he gets the physical copy of it. That's why he normally talks about things later, is because he is waiting for his physical copy to be delivered. Yeah. Following this date, new games will be available on PlayStation Store and at retailers in digital formats only. This transition has no impact on games that already released or will be releasing prior to January 2028 in disc format. You buy vinyl every week. Shout out to you. I need to get a vinyl listening corner. That's what I need. I wonder if I could put one outside in our patio. That would actually be dope. I need every PC enthusiast to look hard at themselves in the mirror at this announcement, because this trend started with you guys many years ago, especially those saying PC Master Race. It starts with yo console bitch ass not buying physical copies. This ain't me. This is you. You're not buying. Where's your physical copies at? Show them to me. Show them to me. We'll keep reading. Hi, African Jedi. What's up? Hey, King Henry. How are you? This got nothing to do with me. I have my physical copies of The Sims on PC. Thank you very much. They take up a lot of room. Those things are thick. This is a natural direction for Sony Interactive Entertainment to adapt to consumer trends as the general preference for digital media significantly outpaces physical discs. This transition will enable us to align more closely with how most of our community prefers to access and play games today. We'll continue to prioritize our resources to drive innovation in how players can provide choices as to where players prefer to purchase new games, whether that's at retailers or the PlayStation Store. But why am I just buying a box with like a download code in it? At that point, there's no difference between having a box and just getting it online. Yeah, also I would say, so I understand that the mass public are not making a massive shift to buying physical media, but there definitely is a shift to people buying physical media. Like, absolutely there is, because people have started seeing more of this stuff happen, and they're moving more to getting physical things. So it may not be the biggest trend in the world that you can see on a graph, but you would be able to see that there has been that trend. I think my biggest problem is, could you not just like make, not with games though? Yes, with games. Absolutely with games. Games is another, people are starting to want to get more physical media. Yep. Does that mean that these games are all going to be like $50 instead? What about collector's editions? Collector's editions will be how they have been for a lot of collector's editions, unfortunately, where it will have a game box, but there'll be nothing in it. Or it'll have no game, nothing in there. It will be a code, but with the collector's edition stuff. I don't have a single digital PlayStation game, only some DLCs. Damn. Shout out to you. As my biggest problem is, so granted, you could say that like there's a lot less people purchasing physical media. It doesn't make sense anymore. It costs a lot of money. But the fact that they're just straight up like, no, we are ending physical discs for PlayStation, period, is crazy. You could say that you wouldn't even have to say anything if you went the other way and you said, you could just make it to where people are selling less physical copies. I wonder if there's a way to start a business that can burn the discs of the game and the license. God, probably not. Sony will murder you. Sony will murder you. They should do a pre-order thing. That could work. Yeah, that could work. That could work. You have pre-orders and then they just ship to the people who have pre-ordered. We're looking to phase out physical copies. We're lessening the amount of physical copies. We're only doing physical copies for pre-orders now. Something. Instead of just like, no. Doesn't matter if you as a developer want to have a physical copy of your game made. We are not doing it. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Everything has moved more digital, but I can still purchase a movie on a disc. I can purchase a vinyl. I can purchase a CD. Crazy part is you'll be spending $80+ on games that might take off the platinum for any the platform, not the platinum, the platform for any reason. Yes, that's what people are worried about. That's why people have been wanting to get more into physical stuff, because if you purchase something digitally, you do not own it. You own it for as long as the platform allows you to own it. They want to eliminate the resale market. My friend group told me I was being toxic and negative because I said GTA 6 you shouldn't buy because it sets a terrible standard. They threw every excuse at me, buy the book, and said, spread positive vibes only. We were like, do you think that the Rockstar employees take payment in positive vibes? Because they're not paying them and working them to the bone, and also union busting. Is that positive vibes, bro? How do you think they feel about positive vibes? Are they feeling good about it? Wasn't going to buy the next PlayStation, but definitely not buying one now. It's apparently going to be both consoles. They're just not going to have a disc drive. But I mean, I guess Xbox is going to say it eventually, because if they have a brand new console that literally doesn't have a disc drive, they're not going to be selling discs, are they? I want copyright fair use law to be updated so that consumers don't get boned ultimately. That would be great. Well, you say trying to shut down GameStop, but like there wouldn't be reselling, but they are still talking about retailers. But you're going to go to a retailer and then buy the box? Odd Sensei, I'm losing it, but I'm okay because I'm delusional. More like illusional, because I'm living in an imaginary world in order to survive all the news that's happening. Okay, you know what? Why are they making Nintendo look so good, man? They're increasing the price of their stuff so much. So now that Nintendo has an actually a reasonable console price, and they also have physical copies. Am I going to become a Switch main? I can't do it. I could. I can't. They're the least bad. That is the better way to put it. Yeah. Yeah. But geez, I'm like $500 versus $900. Yeah, no, Nintendo has done like there's a code in the box stuff. Nintendo doesn't even have to do anything. They're just eating each other. So I had heard from people that I knew for probably the last 2 years now, 3, 4. Hold on. I remember it was around Remnant. Remnant 2 release date. When was this? 2023. Yeah. That's probably like 3 years ago. Chinito, thank you for 2 months. I know everyone sucks. Thank you so much. Welcome back. Thank you. So I heard around 2022 a lot more people who are in the gaming industry as developers who were like, things are not going well. Things are not going well. There is going to be a crash soon. I don't know when, but there's going to be a crash. And I kept hearing it more and more and more from people. More and more and more and more from people. And now I guess we're seeing it. Because currently we're experiencing all of the games that were happening during like COVID development. The past anywhere from like 8 to 3 years ago. We're seeing those games now. That's why we're like, gaming, oh my god, there's so many good games, let's freaking go. There's about to be one game coming out a month, and it's gonna be made by 2 people. I did. We talked about the lawsuit that's coming. Yeah. Well, so this was the conversation that I've had with game developers who are in the industry and know more about this stuff. Wasn't about like the economy specifically. It was just about what's going on in game development. What they've seen with like how big teams are getting, how long things are taking, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. We also had the conversation about how AA had basically been completely removed from the picture because you either were invested into and made into a AAA game or you were an indie game. There was like not really anyone who was able to have like a 30-person studio and put out a game consistently and have their studio thrive, and doesn't exist. So we were talking about the death of AA, and just how the gaming industry in general is really struggling before it started struggling. No, if you buy digital games, I don't think anyone's gonna sit here and go, you're a bad person. Like, it makes sense. We live in an economy and in a world, in a marketplace that has all of us so stressed out and working so hard, trying to make ends meet. You want to just download a game on your console and play it. You don't want to have to go out to a separate stop after work and go pick up a physical copy. It's fine. But I don't agree with them just completely eliminating the option, period. I think they should do maybe the pre-order route. You have this amount of time to pre-order. If you pre-order the physical copy, these are the physical copies that we are making. Because we can't afford to make billions of physical copies that no one buys. Convenience is a cost? Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's exactly that. You're either spending $500 million to make a game, or it's like you and your buddy working in the evening after your daytime job to scramble together a game. Yeah, you can ship physical copies. Yeah, you just normally have to wait a little bit, which is fine. But see, Expedition 33 though, the person leading that studio comes from a wealthy family. So if it ends up being completely on its ass, it's not, they're not going to be on the street. If they have to close the studio and it doesn't work out well, they're not going to lose absolutely everything. Also 10 million is a lot. If me and you decided to make a video game tomorrow, I don't think we could just get 10 million. Also, they had like a ton of outsourcing, which made it a lot cheaper. And then you have the conversation of is outsourcing good? Because those are employees that aren't getting benefits. Those are employees of blah 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 blah. So really every direction has some kind of negativity to it. Oh, Ronald, thank you for this soccer trophy. Look at that. Football. It's World Cup. It's football. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Yeah, the day one patches. You can't even get you can't even if you put the disc in, nothing's gonna happen because they have to unlock it. They have to unlock it with the day one patch or whatever. Oh, you know it's not going to be any cheaper. If anything, it's going to be more expensive. It's pure greed. Yeah. No, I think ultimately that is where I land. I land in, I get it, but eliminating the option entirely is messed up. There should be some avenue, some way to still get a physical copy of a thing. Maybe they're going to have to start making video game vinyls. And you're going to have a company like on their own make this physical copy of a thing that's like really limited and fancy, and that's the physical copy you can get. But then if Xbox isn't going to have a CD drive, a disc drive, well, that's not going to happen. PlayStation, yeah, according to the leaks, there's going to be an external one so you can play backwards compatible things. Hey, E.T., thank you for 2 months. Thank you so much. Thank you. That's what I'm saying, Chris. Scale down physical copies. Scale it down. Scale it down. Oh, they're not. Digital games are not getting cheaper. No. Imagine. If that was a thing, if they came out with an announcement and said, due to the money that we expect this to save our company, we're going to have all games come out on PlayStation at, X discount. Although then you can't do that, because if you were to do that, then Steam is going to say, you can't have the game be cheaper on your platform. That's not right. And then Xbox will probably take them to court and say, you're trying to undercut us in the market and you can't do that. Because that happened before with Epic. Epic was saving, Epic was taking less of developers' cuts for game devs who were selling their games on the Epic store. So what they were going to do is offer the discount to the consumer because the developers were making more money from it. So they didn't need to sell it at a higher price. And then Steam said, if you're offering a discount on Epic, you have to put it at the same price on Steam, or we are not putting you on our platform. So. If you think digital games are cheaper, you're even more delusional and naive than you realize. Well, I think, they're not cheaper. We've purchased them. I have acquired a digital game. Never been a fan of Steam. Well, guess what? It's better than anything else you've ever put money into if you're on console. Because, I mean, until the CEO dies, and then it's probably going to be a hellscape unless he puts something in his will that makes Steam get given to someone who's not a real greedy ass son of a bitch. Because, yeah, I mean, Steam, there's the Steam Summer Sale. Oh my God, look at it. Stellar Blade, Escape from Tarkov. I can, $4 for Witcher 3 right now. $2.49 for Watch Dogs 2. $30 for Diablo, $35.99 for Ghost, $19.99 for Rebirth. Wow. Hogwarts Legacy, $9. Cyberpunk, $18. Outriders, $7.99. Dude, it's actually worth it for $7.99. If you've never played Outriders, I think legit it's actually I think it's worth it. I would say it's worth it personally. That's good, Gameverse. That's good. So yeah, the upfront cost of building a PC is obviously a lot of money, but there are look at Returnal, yeah, 1979. But there are so many discounts constantly on Steam, whether it's like the Capcom sale, the Bandai Namco sale, the summer sale. There's sales constantly. So you will be paying less for your games generally. And then a lot of games that come out, also come out with a discount. So Jennings, you buy every single thing physical? So what are you going to do? Are you going to play Nintendo games only? Life doesn't feel the same anymore. It's true. Oh, yeah, so that's a good point. You can get your games and own them from GOG. They have an offline installer and you fully own the game on PC. There you go. Yeah, I see them pop up when these kind of things happen. When these kind of things happen, I see them pop up as like, remember, you own your stuff if you buy it from us. You have to hang up your controller. Okay, dude. Good luck. Have fun. I don't know. Cheers to you, I guess. Probably for the best. What's up, Biggs? How you doing? Yeah, so you can look into GOG. GOG. And if you really care about this stuff, look into that platform, look into the fine details of how do you own it? How do you really own it? How does it work? If something gets taken offline, if the servers die, like how does it work out? Look into it. And if you're happy with that, then that might be the way to go, is for you to get a PC and only buy things from there. Sony is getting rid of discs. Straight up gone. Got the first Plague Tale for $3. Damn. Awful move. Yes. This is basically every day we get together, talk about the news, get real angry, and go, that's what we do every day. And if this past week has been every day us coming together and just being like, wow, things suck, don't they? Get a load of this. Isn't it absolute ass? And then we play an indie game. Oh, God. Or we play Elliot, which is not an indie game. Xbox better capitalize. Xbox currently has a rumor that Project Helix is not going to have a physical disc option. Like, there's going to be no disc. And Xbox next week is about to lay it off, like, and close a lot. Yeah, it is crazy. It is crazy. The Summer Games Fest really felt like kind of E3 had returned, and all of the showcases were banging, and we were having so much fun. And then it's like, okay, this studio is closing. This one's being laid off. We're laying off these people. We're canceling this game. You know what? Screw This is GTA's fault somehow. All of this is GTA's fault. All of it. Every single part of it. I'm convinced. Yep. I believe it. What infuriates me so much is that the people in charge keep making these terrible anti-consumer decisions and losing money for the company, and they don't get fired. True. True. Yeah, this is the thing. Because the layoffs that we've been talking about with Xbox, they are just rumored right now. They haven't happened yet. This is all like internal people talking to someone, and then someone talked to a journalist, and that's kind of how we're hearing this stuff. Yeah. You pre-ordered GTA? Let me just grab this package real quick. Hold on. It's freaking hot in here. Coworker today asked if I was getting GTA pre-order. Literally no reason to pre-order anything. Unless it's like the day before, you know. Pre-order it the day before. You're going to get those pre-order bonuses no matter what if you do it the day before. Whenever I look at geopolitical news, the gaming news doesn't seem as bad. Yeah. Hey, Corey, how are you doing? I know, Briar, I know. Briar is going to be pissed. Briar is going to be pissed. Tom Christie's Skeletor video about Bungie. I don't know if I have. Reorder a sub. Reorder, misspelled pre-order, not pregnant. No reason to get GTA pregnant. I mean, true. I've heard they don't pay their bills very well, so that'd be an awful partner. Blind consumerism and capitalism has ruined gaming. Gamers complain online, yet they keep voting against their wallets. All those people buying microtransactions nonstop, buying sports games every year, and the gacha gamers, I blame them for the corruption that has been running rampant in this industry. I mean, it's true. Like the reason that we still have Sony being like live service is because they've seen how much money live service games make, and live service games are making most of that money from microtransactions. So that's why everyone's chasing it, because it makes so much money. Yeah, this is the thing. Let's take a look. So I do want to do like a special fun thing during the time that GTA would be coming out. I do think it would be funny to play Barbie for at least like a little bit. I do think it would be hilarious and fun. But then also other things like I want to really pay close attention to any indie games that are coming out in November. I would love if there's an indie game that looks any sort of interesting that comes out in November, I want to play that. Monkey, thank you so much for $5 super chat. Thank you so much. As a longtime console gamer, I'm moving to PC. I've heard that a lot today. And it's only been like probably 30 minutes that people have really been talking about it here. I've heard it a lot. Which Barbie? There's a new Barbie coming out. Does it come up if I do Barbie? I can't remember the name of it. Barbie. Is it Rewind? Yeah. Barbie Rewind. Yeah. Let's freaking go. Decorate the dream house through the decades while playing classic Barbie games. In Barbie Rewind, Barbie invites you into her cozy creative world and entrusts you to customize her dream house. Barbie also left you her game collection that she can do because she has the physical copies. So you can revisit your favorite Barbie video game. Uh-huh. Okay, bestie. Hell yeah. Dude. I'm so down to play these. Dude, the Barbie song? Hold on, let me turn it up. This isn't this like Pitfall? But like Barbie? Some of these are fire, actually, though. They really are. I played the movie studio one. And it was actually really fun. Where you could make your own movies and TV shows. Yeah, what's up, Spartan? So we're gonna have to play some of this. We're gonna have to get us a little bit of Barbie. What in the mini clip? Some of these games are old, man. When did they say, like, where? Hold on. This one is 1993. Barbie been in the game. Barbie been game. I'm gonna play this song as our opening stream song every day. Sorry, you said what was in July. Here you go. Here's what I have for July. It's a wrong move from Sony. Unfortunately, the staff at Sony have no power. Oh, yeah. Can you imagine being an employee in any of these companies and being like, oh my God, there's more. You're just sitting there trying to do your job. And oh my God, it's happening again. What did they do this time? They removed physical copies of games. Oh God, what is TBH posting? Xbox preview opportunity. An email he got. Truck-kun, if you want to just like drive around and smash into stuff, that's a fun game to do that. Let me see if they still have their demo. Because we played the demo. Truck-kun. Yeah, the demo is still here. If you want to play it. But yeah, so what I was looking at is I want to do fun things in November. I want us to play any indie games that come out in November because they're going to be struggling, I assume, more so than indie games normally struggle. And then there's probably going to be something in here that we don't get around to playing. Like Blood of Dawnwalker, potentially. Fire Emblem, perhaps. I definitely won't get around to playing Paperhead. Although, maybe I will play Blood of Dawnwalker. Because I could play it in there. That's fine, actually. Dragon's Dogma. Oh, I'm playing we could just do end game Dragon's Dogma too. Yeah, but like Silent Hill, I'm not going to be able to play it when it comes out cuz look what's coming out around it. So that will have to be later. Um Dragon's Dogma 2 I want to play, Valar Mortis I want to play, Castlevania I want to play. But one of these is going to not fully happen. So we can have some of these in November for sure. Phantom Blade, I might still be playing Phantom Blade by the time GTA comes out. We'll see. Cold Sept Origins? Is it on Steam? Cold Sept begins. It's a new game of Cold Sept games. A beloved classic reborn. Tonic Trouble. Yeah, they're bringing it back. I mean, it looks great. They're bringing it back. This looks pretty fun. This looks pretty fun. Mylan! Good day, me lord! Good day, me lord! How you doing, me lord? Mylan, how do you feel about everything that's going on in the industry? Because we won't get to hear your thoughts on the podcast. So I want to hear about them now. Tell me everything. Sorry, I'm just checking an email. Deck building and a board game. You have no idea what's happening. This is why DCP is struggling. Because it's not just you. It's all of them. Except Fran. Fran knows what's going on. Briar will know what's going on with the physical game thing. He will know that for sure. I don't know what's going on. There's going to be no games in like a year. La-dee-dar-dee-dee-dar. Okay, let me edit this. Edit. Bada bing. Whoop. Hit a bit. Okay. There we go. Australia is suing Amazon over their ads. Australia will save us from something. I don't know what, but something. Oh my God, please release the Dust Bloods in November. Oh my God, please, please, please. Miyazaki, if God is real, God is Miyazaki. Miyazaki, Kami. Miyazaki-sama, Kami. Please release Dust Bloods in November. Oh my God, I will be so happy. I will laugh, I will cheer, I will cry. And then I will have a very good time. Here come the kangaroos. Come on, kangaroos. Please, Miyazaki, please. I guess I have to ask Nintendo. But oh my God, please. Oh my God, can you imagine? I would be so happy. Marathon numbers making me sad, boy. I'm not playing as much in season 2 either. I do think that a lot of people will come back for like a season 3. The progression the progression was just kind of disappointing. I was so excited to fight everyone with white shields and crappy ass heals and us with our ass guns. For at least a little bit. So yeah, season 3 comes out. Make the progression, you have an actual curve. It'd be great. What's up, Joker? Yeah. Yeah, that's why I liked the sponsored mode. That's why I liked the sponsored mode, because it was different gun engagements. The engagements went differently, which was real fun. They'd have to lock outpost. Maybe. Or just have it scale more with your level. But either way, getting a gold day 1 is probably not good. Well, actually, for me, it was day 2 because the servers were dying for day 1. So, thanks, Sony. Oh, God. I do not want to be. I would hate to be a Sony developer now who is going to show off their game anytime soon because you're just going to get people. Oh, God. Jesus Christ. I would have Sony. Can we? If I was a game developer at a Sony studio, I would give a contract to Sony that they have to sign that says they will not drop industry destroying and morale breaking and news that will make the entire world hate them anywhere near my video game announcement or release. Positive vibes only leading up to my announcement, please. Thank you. No discs. No discs. The evergreen. If you cancel PlayStation membership, you lose your digital library. You lose your you would lose the free games? Is that right? I don't know how it works, honestly. I don't know how it works. You don't lose access to like a single player game that you purchase digitally. Yeah. Yeah, that does make sense. You don't lose everything tied to your profile. That's just not true. Unless you only have multiplayer games. If you only have multiplayer games, you won't be able to play them because you need PS Plus in order to access the internet like side of it. But no, you don't lose access to games that you've bought. I should know because I don't have PS Plus. I don't have PS Plus. I only play on the PlayStation for exclusives, and I don't have any problem with any of the single player games. I mean, okay, well, you don't lose all of your games. You don't lose access to games that you have purchased that are single player games. Like, you really don't. If something's going on with your thing, then they need to fix that, but you yeah. You don't lose access to your purchased games that are offline single player games. I know, right? Game Center, I know, right? I have a PlayStation right there. I played Soros without a PlayStation Plus membership. I played it. It's right there. I was physically playing Soros. You could watch the stream. I don't play online games on my PlayStation. Yes. Yep. There's a it's all bad. Mylan, I would be down. Yeah, you want? Oh, Mylan. Actually, wait, hold on. hold on. I have the perfect video for you. Hold on. Yeah, this one did look very cool. I remember seeing the initial trailer and I was like, dude, you want to write some selfies tonight, bruh? You want to write selfie with me tonight, bro? It's gonna be super sick in the sand with Sophie. Me, you, Sophie, the sand, and her truck. This is Mylan. This is Mylan in chat right now, asking me to raid Sophie. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Yeah, I'd be down to give it a go. Mylan, are you wanting to play other things? You said you were a sad boy. Yeah, I get it. You say a little sad boy. The sad thing is, even if we try laws like stop killing games, a bunch of lobbyists lobbied the UK Parliament and stopped the movement. Yep. With PlayStation Plus, you can download the free games, but once you stop paying for Plus, they put a lock on it, and you can't download the PS Plus games they give out every month. Yeah. And that makes sense because those games are dependent on you having a subscription to the PlayStation service, the PlayStation Plus service. That's why you're being given them for free as part of your thing. But you don't lose access to your physical your single player digital games. No, Tikon, it's okay. You don't need to worry about it. But yeah, you will not lose access to your digital games. I don't want to play other things. I really love playing Marathon, but queue times are so rough. Could you try a VPN? Do you know if that works? Queuing with North American hobbits doesn't work though. It just puts us in China. Apparently that's halfway between me and Mylan is China. Yeah, apparently. It's the closest, best they can do. Yeah. Physical PlayStation games are gone. You can't do a VPN. Okay, they really need to have. I know they can't do this overnight, but they need to make it to where you can choose who is the person that matchmaking is gonna go off of. Because that's what it was like in Destiny, right? That's what it was like in Destiny. Although that was peer-to-peer, not dedicated servers. But if you could make it to where it's like, okay, if you're leader, then it's going to be Australia. If I'm leader, it's going to be America. That would be good. VPN is a no-go. Get Southeast Asia. It does help a little bit. Bringing the vibes down. Mylan, the game industry is actively dying. Marathon servers is like ice cream on a sunny day. Blade's getting canceled. Senua ain't happening unless someone buys it. Undead Labs is dead. Microsoft is laying off 4,500 people. Xbox is going to be closing like 8 different studios. Sony's getting rid of physical media. What was positive news? I guess Cinder City needs 32 gigs of RAM. Oh my god. Jesus Christ. the vibes have been down all week. Let me see. I think they're lying. Or wrong. I was saying that if they cancel the Blade game, I'm canceling my Fable Collector's pre-order. Senua. So Ninja Theory, the studio that makes Senua is one of the studios that's on the chopping block at Xbox. So when they were asked about, but they were literally just in a showcase, what's up with that? They said that they were hoping that it would allow the developers to get their game in front of some eyeballs, so they could find someone to purchase the studio. Calibus, thank you for 36 months. Welcome back. By the way, the recommended is 64 gigs of RAM. What is this? There's a bike. Interesting enough for me to look at it. Code Rapid? Sure. What's this? Sure. What's this? Dispatch? Oh, we do announcement trailer first, then we do gameplay trailer. Albatross. Looks lonely. I love it. Anna Mama lifts. This game is so sick, dude. I need to know more about Guns of Eschaton immediately. Sorry. I'm really looking forward to that game. Oh! There's a release trailer for Dino Blade. I love being lonely. If there is a game that creates like an atmosphere that really feels like complete isolation and loneliness, I'm so relaxed and happy. Pizza Kit, sure. Oh, I remember that. That's a pretty cool video game. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Colin, thank you for 65 months. Welcome back. Thank you so much. I'm so excited for the show. We're going to watch the trailer today. Wait, when does this come out? I can't play all of it. When does this come out? Oh, okay. Maybe we won't watch it today. Well, no, we will. But it's not coming out in summer. But I'm really, really looking forward to this. Back to studying. Good luck, my friend. Hey, Ty. How the heck are you? Well, if you are wanting to get a collector's edition, then you kind of have to pre-order. Oh, this happened finally. I forgot. We were going to watch this yesterday, but it actually didn't happen yesterday, so we're going to watch it now. Yalaza, hello. I will be there for One Piece Heroines as well. Look, see, we got some good news. Look at us. Oh, this was something that I saw someone post before we start watching happy trailers about video games that are being made, hopefully. Here's a big reason why Sony is retiring PlayStation disc production. Sony shipped 70 million game discs in fiscal year 2025, but made less than 1 billion from these sales. Sony sold 248 million digital games in 2025 and made nearly 7 billion from the sales. Here's a graph. I like how Bethesda trolled physical media fanatics with full game of Oblivion for Switch 2. Were they listening to us? Well, they're an Xbox studio, which apparently is not going to have a disk drive, so... But is it the right thing to do? No. So this is the thing. Sometimes there is a question of, but is that the right thing to do? When you just keep looking at graphs and financial income graphs, there's going to be missteps that you do that ultimately end up hurting you financially in the future. Because now you have a bunch of people who are like, I'm going to get a PC. I don't even want to have a PlayStation anymore. I'm getting rid of it. I'm not going to play this game. I'm not going to get a PS6. I'm not interested. Now you have to deal with all of this. What happens to GameStop? I don't know. They said in their announcement thing, they were saying that games will be available at retailers, but it will be digital. We should start selling USB sticks. USB sticks in a box. Indiana Jones Switch 2 cartridge did sell well. Oh. A USB stick in a box. USB stick. Yeah, USB. Then you don't need to have a disc drive, but I still have a physical copy of my game with a license. In the USB. Yeah, no, GameStop has a bunch of Funko Pops. It's called Funko Stop. Maybe they'll change their name to Funko Stop. Maybe. Brother, can these new games just come out so I can forget all of my problems? Be like, what? Did you hear about the news? Don't care. I'm playing Grand Blue Fantasy Relink Endless Ragnarok. Come play with me. Yeah, it's next week. It's next week. And we have 1 month until Beast of Reincarnation. 1 month. 1 month. I could have been playing it next week. Shh, don't tell anyone. I already told you that. I've told you it before. We're gonna look at some trailers. Happy fun times. Look at all the cool video games. A lot of these are indie games that are coming out. So I think more than anything, support indie developers right now. Support indie developers for the health and longevity of the game industry. Support your indie devs. No, you can still talk about the topic. Absolutely. I'm just gonna start watching some trailers rather than just sitting here going for like another hour. Oh yeah, guys, it's like really bad. Oh yeah, PlayStation's dying things. Finish Expedition 33. Mylan wants to just play Marathon. He's just sad about the numbers and matchmaking takes a long time. Hey, Geo. What's up? I don't know. Loud. Sorry. Okay. Oh. Okay. I like the art style. That's freaking Kane. Like, actually, though. This is interesting. I'm kinda interested. The art is beautiful. Wonder how long this was planned by Sony. Long enough for Rockstar to be doing the same thing at the same time. Oh, they have a demo. Nice. I'll add the demo to my library. Okay. The companions you grow close to become your deck. A pixel art dark fantasy deck building RPG where you build bonds with over 50 companions. Self-published. Codename Bomb. Self-published. Yeah. Looks cool, man. Looks cool. What's up, Ajax? How you doing? I need an Odin Sphere remake sequel and I'll forgive Sony. She's just laying down. So that was Archetype Blue. If you're interested, throw it on your wish list. Next, we have Code Rapid.
We at Hitbreak are making Code Rapid, and if it's your first time here, here's what the game is like.
Armor Core. You want more Armor Core action?
As you can probably tell, this video isn't one of our regular devlogs, because I'm here to announce that we are finally on Kickstarter, looking for your support to
shout
bring
out to
this
you
high-speed,
guys.
highly customizable mecha game into your hands. To help you guys make a decision, our fully free public demo is also live right now. We don't like the idea of selling something that doesn't exist yet, so we hope that the demo will help you experience what we are trying to make.
Shout
Right now
out to
we
you
are at the
guys.
spot where we made a great foundation for Code Rapid, and now we just have to finish it.
Oh my
If
god,
you
it's
are
like actually,
unfamiliar with the
it's
game just
actually
yet,
Armored Core. Like, and I'm not mad at it. If we can have Souls likes, we can have Core likes. You know what I'm saying? We can have Core likes. I'm down. I'm down for some Core likes. I buy 2 games. But that's what, honestly, that's kind of what I want to do for November is if we could discover really dope games that are getting overlooked in November due to GTA, I think that would make me feel that would make me really happy. And then we could do giveaways for the games that we're playing. That would be cool.
foundation for Code Rapid, and now we just have to finish it. If you are
Core's
unfamiliar with the
lights.
game just yet, here's the short summary. Inspired by games like Vanquish and Armored Core, Code Rapid is a PvE mission-based game where gameplay is our top priority. That gameplay features high mobility movement via actions like boosting, dodging, boost jumping, wall bumping, and many other options that could easily put the game in the movement shooter category.
Oh my god.
Customization
I don't know
and
if I can do all
replayability
that.
is also very high on our list. You can swap
No,
out every part of
core-like
your mech,
isn't a
like
thing.
head, arms, body, legs, left weapon, right weapon, and additional core expansions that transform the way you play, with the cherry on top being our painting
What's
system, so
Warframe
you can
about
call
it?
the mech truly your own. It is worth mentioning that our weapons have a unique system of being held with 2 hands if your left arm is free, unlocking an additional playstyle, as well as dual melee builds being totally viable, 2-handed melee weapons, scoped weapons, and so on. Build variety is king after all. We are making Code Rapid because this is the game we would like to play. All of us are not just developers but also passionate gamers, creating something that otherwise wouldn't be on the market. We
The
want to create a
movement,
quality,
yeah, I see what
single-player
you're-
game
I see
without
what you're
relying on
getting at.
early access, introducing subscriptions, microtransactions, in-game shops,
Hold
a
on, go
game
back.
without relying on something that otherwise wouldn't be on the market. We want to create a quality, single-player game without relying on early access, introducing subscriptions, microtransactions, in-game shops, or any similar tactics that have spendings outside of buying the base game. Essentially, you don't have to worry about anything after buying Code Rapid, with the exception of potential future DLC expansions if there's enough demand for it. So far, we've been working on this game without funds, simply running on passion fuel and savings. In order to complete the game, we turn to your support. By supporting us
fair.
and hitting certain stretch goals, we might see features like dynamic event system, enhanced customization, challenge modes, Coliseum, and so on. By the way, for your patrons out there, you are probably asking yourself what is going to happen to our Patreon. Personally, I'm leaning towards shutting it down. It just doesn't feel right to keep it going along with the Kickstarter. You don't understand how grateful I am for your support over there though,
doesn't wanna do
as
both.
without it, I wouldn't be able to make it this far. And don't worry, all of you patrons will keep all your privileges along with my promises of keeping your names in the credits of the game. I'll update you on my final decision later on.
I like this
So
guy.
that's it. Please head over to our Kickstarter and consider supporting us. Give the demo a spin if you're not convinced just yet.
We'll
Thank you for your
wishlist it,
attention, and I hope to see you on Andaria.
and we can play the demo at some point. They got a demo available right now. Hell yeah, Code Rapid. Yeah, looks like a lot of you guys had either played it or were thinking of playing it or saw people talking about it. Ouroboros. It's already on Ouroboros' wish list, so you already know. He's gonna be playing it. He will be playing it. Yeah, indie studio, self-published. There you go. Code Rapid. Next up, we have Nevalis Nights. Nevalis Nights.
Only the dreamers know how to wake up. And when they open their eyes, they're here in the real world. Did you ever have deja vu before? That you have lived this exact moment?
I'm very excited for this. Are you? Oh. Oh, man.
I'm going away, kid. But don't worry. You're taking over my old noodle bar. Ramen Noir. It's not much, but it's a start.
Hell yeah.
Ava will look after you.
A ramen
She
shop?
knows which docks have the best fish.
Oh
which
my god, I'm
streets have
so
the
in.
best
I'm
stories.
so in. I'm so in.
There is fear in the heart of the city. A name only whispered on the streets.
This is a vibe for sure.
Septic. But in here, in your kitchen, the world is whatever you make it.
This city is a pressure cooker, kid.
Nice.
It wants to grind you down.
Yeah, it looks
But you-
looks great.
You're gonna make friends, make deals, and make enough money to buy
If you like
your
the
way
vibe,
out of
Cloud
the mud.
Punk is set in the same city, but you drive a cab. Oh, I should check that out. Yeah, I like the vibe a
Climb,
lot.
kid. Keep climbing until you're above the rain.
So that one
They
you're a
say you
cab
die
driver,
twice.
this one you're a
Once
ramen
when your heart
restaurant owner.
stops, and once when you're forgotten. So, tell me, how will Nivalis remember you?
That's dope. I can't play it right when it comes out, but maybe that could be a it's not GTA video game.
Only the dreamers know how
Look
to
at
wake up.
me. I'm not playing GTA. I'm playing Nivalis Nights. September 29th is no. I will put it in here though so I can remember that it's coming out. September 29th. Is that right? Is that what that's called? Nivalis Nights? Okay. That's rough. That's definitely rough. That's okay. Yeah, Cloudpunk is their other game. Cloudpunk. It's $6.99 right now. Look at that. Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. But you're driving a cab. I remember seeing this. I remember seeing. Well, it's currently super, super cheap. Hey, Giddy, what's up? I love delivering packages and running stores. Cloudpunk is a story-heavy game, big on vibes, great for chilling out and just digging the vibe in the story. Love it. Yeah, love it. Love it. Cyberpunk taxi game? Yeah, Cloudpunk. Yep. Because their other game, this is their other game. But you're running a ramen restaurant. This looks like...
We'll look after you.
You can tell it's the same city, it's the same like art style, but it looks super refined. It looks really good. My day is going well, as long as I don't think too much. We'll do all indie games first, and then we'll watch the Blood of Dawnwalker gameplay. Okay, this is Precinct. What number is that? 9? No. Yes. You'll let if I'm thinking too much. I think all of us are thinking a lot. Yes, add it to the wish list. Develop, dude. Indie games. I like to bring this up every now and then. But just like how you leave a like on YouTube, or you leave a comment on a TikTok video, or you leave a comment anywhere, share something. All of those things are the same as adding a game to your wish list on Steam. The more wish lists a game has, the more it gets recommended to people. So for indie developers, wish lists are huge because it actually gets eyeballs on their game. So even if you're slightly interested in something, throwing it on your wish list is like a huge thing that you can do. And if you end up not getting it, you're not interested, you can remove it from your wish list. But if you're slightly interested, throw it on there. Hey Hover, how you doing? Right? Dispatch? Dispatch? Question mark? A more in-depth dispatch? This looks cool. I'm interested. I'll put that on the wish list too. Evelyn Cross's peak of cyber body anime girl design. Dispatch, yeah. Okay, this is Precinct. Okay, let's do that. Precinct. I want to read a little bit about it. Oh, I saw it and then it went away. Oh, there we go. Command the cybernetic officers of Precinct 9 as they handle the unstable cases of a future city. Dispatch, investigation, interrogation, and turn-based battles are woven together while every officer has her own abilities, pasts, and secrets she refuses to say out loud. As trust deepens, you will enter their personal stories and gradually uncover the rotten truth beneath the city. Receive visitors and shape each case. Complaints, informants, black market dealers, and representatives from above will all step into your office, accept cases, negotiate terms, allocate resources, and face bribery, hidden motives, and pressure from every side. Budget, manpower, weapons, cybernetic parts, and medical support are all limited. Upgrade equipment, adjust loadouts, and assign officers to keep the precinct running through the next wave of chaos. Dispatch officers to cyberpunk crime scenes. Runaway cybernetics, memory contamination, hacker attacks, abnormal sightings, and street riots keep erupting across the city. Choose the right officers for each case, then resolve the incidents through field command, critical choices, and turn-based combat. Dude. I think this looks cool. It's not coming out until 2027. I think that looks cool. I will be keeping... I need to go through my wish list. I need to go through my wish list. Yeah, I need to go through my wish list. Because I have games on there that are out that I don't think I'm going to buy. Let's do these ones first and then this one. So this is Anomalith. You're going through yours right now? It's a good idea to do it. Good idea. I
それまで何の変哲もなかった場所がある時突然迷路状に変化する未知の生物が現れたり
Okay, a little shooty shooty.
物
A
理
little Resident Evil backpack managing.
発するようになります。それまで外に通じていた出口は消失。あなたと加藤有沙さんが当日同じデパートに入ったことが確認されています。残念ですが彼女の生存は絶望的というほかありません。でも私は有沙とあと女の子が一人ずっと生き残ってたんだよ。何日もさ。だからすぐ探しに行けばまだ生きてるかもしんないんだって。今のあなたが異界に潜る法的手段が一つだけあります。危険区画対策室。異界対策のため設立された執行機関です。異界拡大の原因は未だに不明です。いいよ。多少の危険も今更だ。高周ル値の移動体が近くにいるぞ。数値が不安定で現れたり消えたりしてやがれ。楽しそうだなラジコ。
Reminds me of a
こいつだけ
few
生還率
5% くらいアップだぞ。
なんだ
慎重に行けっつったろ。 死んだものが出たら次のものが突っ込まれる、そういうシステムだったんだ。
I like the song.
アリサのメッセージだ。
おい待てこれ。
私は
Weirdly reminds me of Scarlet Nexus, not in gameplay, but in like settings.
生き残るつもりなんだって。死にに行くつもりじゃない。やってやるよ。絶対生還させてやっからよ。
I guess it is kind of like backwards.
何でも言うこと聞いてやるよ。
Yeah, kind of. I want to read about it. Oh, it's coming out October.
やっと私が自由に調べていい異物が回ってくる。はは、楽しみ。
October 29th. So, oh, it's coming to Steam and PlayStation too. Okay, hold on. Let me read about it. Anomalith. Oh my god. Anomalith. Okay, there we go. Jesus Christ. Okay, let me read. Let's have a little bit of a read. What does it say here? A survival third-person shooter set in Japan, steeped in the atmosphere of liminal spaces and Showa-era retro aesthetics. To search for her missing friend, a girl steps into a world writhing with anomalies. I have hiccups. And we would be there for September. I mean September. Oh my God, November. Jesus Christ. Pre-order bonus. Oh my god, why am I okay, Japan, the year 20-something. Anomaly zones suddenly appear without any signs. In search of a friend who went missing in an anomaly zone, 17-year-old Niona Minazuki becomes a diver for the government-backed Anomaly Zone Countermeasures Office. On her first dive, as countless other divers fall victim to the zone, a strange power awakens within her. The sole survivor, she heads deep into the abyss of anomaly zones. Her friend's disappearance, the origin of the anomaly zones, and the mystery of her powers. When all of it is finally revealed, what will she see? Oh god. Oh, they got freaking hitters for voice actors. Damn, what the hell is going on? Okay. Dive, retrieve, return. While exploring anomaly zones, Riona has no choice but to engage strange creatures called anomalies in combat. Manage your ammunition. Carefully select what to retrieve as you make your way to extraction. Investigators. I'm kind of interested. Yeah. I'm kind of down. Yeah, I'm kind of down for this. I'm definitely curious enough to want to know more and see more about it. I think that's interesting. Diving and extracting in a single player game. Single player. Okay. Yeah, this looks cool. This looks cool. Okay, and dude, my wish list is growing today. Jesus Christ. These have been bangers. Next up, we have Pizza Kid. Okay, aerial combos. That looks great. There's a demo. Okay. I have seen back to back bangers. It turns into a backlog? What, a wish list? I don't treat them as the same thing. I treat a wish list like I treat... I don't know what the equivalent is. But I will add something, just like I will like a YouTube video or like a TikTok video if I just generally liked the video. I will add something to my wish list if I think it looks pretty cool. Even if I don't end up buying. Like, a lot of games on my wish list I don't end up buying. Yeah, but I add it to my wish list because I think it's like, I don't know, because it looks cool, man. Because stuff looks cool, and I'm like, yeah, sure, let's put it on the wish list. This actually looks like a pretty solid, interesting game. I'm putting it on the wish list. She thick. She thick. Side scroller beat 'em up. Like the games I used to play as a babe. The art is fantastic. Yeah, I dig it a lot. This is cool. I loved Streets of Rage so much. I played a ton of Streets of Rage, Golden Axe. I played so much of those games. So I'm so down. I will add this to my library. Add a demo. Give it a go sometime. Hell yeah. Okay, we got another one. Next we have the Dino Blade release date trailer. Sheen. Hey, Blue Comedians, what's up? Simon? Dino Simon? July 23rd. Okay. July 23rd. Good release date. Love to see it. Put that in there. What's up, Hale? That's pretty metal, not gonna lie. July 23rd. Let me just make a cool animation real quick. So yeah, this is in reference to the person who put this together is someone who worked on combat for Ghosts of, I don't know if it was Ghosts of Tsushima and Ghosts of Yote or just Ghosts of Yote. But they were just wanted to put like an animation together of a dinosaur with a sword. And here we are. Now then they made it a full game. Hale, are you okay? Next up we have Project Hail. Is this a good? No, this is a Wendy's. Oh, my bad. I'll get banned for watching that. Otherwise, I'm happy to watch it. Very pretty colors. Very pretty colors. Very pretty colors. You're in denial. It's definitely a movie, although it is a good one. I was like, wait, I know people who saw this movie. I thought there was a Project Hail Mary game. I was like, I didn't know about that. But Destiny is dead. Marathon's probably dying. Bungie's probably dead. Sony's dead. Xbox is dead. Microsoft is cutting off Xbox. We can't own anything. You will never be able to get a computer ever again. You will never be able to own a house. And you will never be able to find a job because they just laid off like 7 million people and they're all looking for jobs. Have fun! This is Wild Wild Eden. We have the announcement trailer and then we also have gameplay. 2 separate things. From Shueisha Games. Hey, D-Ball. I'm doing okay, I think. I think so. Yeah, I think so. get yourself a big ass dino somewhere? Is that right? Early access spring 2027. Okay, let's take a look at the gameplay. It better actually be gameplay or I'm gonna be really mad. Okay, thank you. And it was freaking speed building. God damn, is this Fortnite? Jesus Christ. Was that a ball? It's a rock, I think. I think it was a rock. Wait, is Fossabot finally working in YouTube chat? Huh. Oh, okay. We hit them with a rock and then massage them. Hit the animals with a rock and then massage them, and they'll love you forever. It's a big turtle, okay. Okay, yeah, you can put a slime on the roof. Okay. Alright. You sound like, oh my god. Yeah, I guess if you like Pow World, congratulations, you have like another one. Yeah, the bot, I don't know. I've tried to link them for YouTube and Twitch to share the same commands, and it's never worked, but now it's there. I don't know. This is a money laundry scheme. I don't like collecting creatures. I don't like it. I don't. I'm gonna say it. I don't like collecting creatures. I don't want to do it. I am a soul slop enjoyer through and through. That's yeah, Pow World. Pow World, it's great release date. July 10th. Love to see it. I mean, yeah. I mean, it looks cool if you like those kind of games. There's gonna be another one for you to play, and I think it looks solid, you know. So I think it's just fine. Looks fine. Finally, for gameplay things, we are gonna be watching Blood of the Dawnwalker latest gameplay. This came out today, 6 hours ago. New gameplay. Exclusive. Step right up. It's gameplay o'clock. Loud. I'm sorry. Maybe I will play Blood of the Dawnwalker. Excuse me. On launch. I wasn't going to because it was going to be really close to Phantom Blade Zero.
Thank God.
But I think there's actually a space for me to give it a go now. I think so. I think so. I don't know if I'll like
Who's
it.
There? It's me, Cohen. Your brother was getting worried. Asked me to look for you.
But I'm down to try it. Raven kinda, except you kill him.
Thank you. I thought I was going to die here.
A demo
Why?
would be lovely. I don't
There's no
think they're
other way
gonna
out.
do one.
I don't know. I tried to look.
I don't
But
think they're gonna
Cohen,
do a demo.
There's something down
Hey,
here.
little boots. At least this man has a
You better
scar
be on
on his
guard, then.
cheek and a slash in his
You had some
eyebrow,
sort of a
you
weapon
know?
on you.
No, not really. All I wanted was to get some paint.
Shh. Get behind me. And watch your step.
No, I don't know what it is. There's a certain style of look. Not talking about this game, specifically the previous game. There's this color palette that's used, and this kind of art style that's used that I just find really hideous.
What is this place?
And anytime I see it, if the game looks good, like it's not going to stop me from playing it. But every time I see like purple crystals, purple and blue crystals, and like really bright ass green grass,
Skeleton of a
I
dog.
think it's really ugly.
Or a wolf, maybe.
You guys know the art style I'm talking about.
These footprints.
Kind
They're
of
yours?
blocky,
No.
really bright,
Oh,
lots of
God.
crystals everywhere.
God.
There's always so many crystals. Don't know what it, I don't know.
Long dead. Must have fallen down here too a while
Is this
back.
the yellow paint
what's
of
this?
investigating? Because
Bite
there's
marks.
yellow. There's yellow
Oh,
paint.
God. I knew it.
I can't believe it.
Clay tablets.
I don't mind.
Covered in weird symbols.
Yeah, super oversaturated, kind of cartoony, but like blocky specifically.
Are you all right?
Yeah, everything has a kind of plastic shine to it. Yeah. Yeah. Where it just looks like really... It kind of makes it look a little soulless. Because there's no depth to the art style. It's just like bright green, bright purple,
Soldiers.
bright blue.
They don't look anything like the knights we've got today.
Yeah.
Why is the sky red? A woman at the front. She's got the air of a leader. Is this her tomb?
V Rising is a good game. This game to you looks too generic so far?
Pierced right through the chest.
They are basically just trying to make
Wonder if that's enough
the
to kill
games
them.
that they've made before, I
Beheaded
think.
in one swift blow.
They come from Witcher, right?
God, she must have been strong. Here she's forcing one out into the sun to
I
burn.
thought she was forcing something else. God damn. Be respectful.
Look, Lazar. This woman, she was a warrior. She fought the Valkyrie.
You know what I've realized, actually? I prefer to read the lore myself over it being voice acted. I've realized that. Because if this was like lore that I could look at and read myself, I think I actually prefer that. It makes me more invested in it. That's a total like personal preference thing because I know things being fully voice acted is good. And when I'm streaming and I have to like read everything, it can get a little tiring for sure. My throat starts to get a little dry. Yeah, I think yeah. Also I can read it at my own pace, right? Like if I'm starting to get a little like, okay, let's hurry this up, I can read it quickly. I can slow it down. I can reread something if I'm like, wait, what is going on with that? I do lose attention when they're talking, I do. Oh, it must mean that this was a...
She's wearing braces.
She's wearing bracers. There appears to be a plant sitting next to her left foot. I wonder what it means when they hold their hands like that. I'm getting sleepy.
Oh, she's wounded. Bleeding. What the hell are these things? They look vicious.
Also, I would prefer personal preference of a video game and the way that I really, really like video games to be designed is I would like to be able to look at this myself and the character actually not say anything. I would like to be able to see that someone is bleeding or see these things and go, what the hell is that? Over the character. The character can say like something, but it doesn't need to zoom in on every single thing and go and point out everything to me. And then if the game could be designed in a way that makes these things obvious to me so I can like take that in myself, I like that.
I really
Hey,
hope we
Alpha
never find
Fox.
out.
Breaking pots.
These braces again. The woman, she's ill. On her deathbed.
But I can see that, can't I?
What's this? Drops of blood and a tooth. To turn her? The Vrakir.
Yes, Rask. Yes.
Is he tempting her with eternal life?
The narrative version
Maybe he
of
wanted
the
to force it
aggressive
upon her.
puzzle help system in new God of War games. Yes. Yes. Like, I could literally look at this and I
Here
could
she
see it
is,
all.
Grabbing a
I could
torch.
see it with my eyeballs.
A Vrakir. Consumed by flames.
You could tell me the name of the beings, right? Like you could look at it initially and go like, this looks like it's telling the story of blah de blah and the Vrakir. And then I can look at everything else individually myself.
God, she set
Maybe.
everything on fire.
Maybe? I don't know anymore. I don't know.
Herself
It's
included,
fine. It's not a big
so
deal.
that
I'm
she
just
wouldn't be
saying.
turned.
It's not a big
Talk
deal.
about bravery.
Enough. Let's go, please.
Weird choice for a
Look at these
gameplay video.
weapons. They must be
It is
ancient.
gameplay. It is gameplay. It's a lot.
Sarcophagus. Just like mourners, weeping, tearing out their hair. These must be her braces. Tucked right under her head.
I know, Spartan. I do love it.
Maybe they're still there.
Please don't tell me you want to look for them.
I do appreciate the way FromSoft tells their lore a lot. Silent Hill F did it perfectly too. I was reading, I was watching, I was listening, I was thinking. Oh, the bracers from the picture, maybe. More loot, new loot. Not even looking at it and putting it on. I would immediately stop watching the playthrough.
Did you hear it too? Oh God. Oh God.
Why aren't you trying on the
Going to
bracers?
die.
Unless it's not armor, then I get it. Yeah, I think I will be able to play this game. I want to play Orbitals, but it's a co-op game. I think I'm gonna play it with Mylan, and then I'm gonna play it with Toby. Play 2 people. Oh my god, I just remembered I need to read the Silent Hill F manga. I forgot. Okay, now we probably get some combat. Okay, okay, little combat, the Forgotten Guardian, little boss fight. Oh, interesting. The way that it's showing what the enemy is gonna do. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, that looked solid. Yeah, that looks solid. Must be on freaking easy mode. God damn. You do like their entire goddamn health bar in one hit. I think this does a similar thing to the Sword Stage game. Oh, does it? With the directional doodars? Not looting every container. My internal loot goblin is furious. Bracers from Ancient Legends. Blue tier rarity. I'm excited for this game, but why did y'all choose the most boring 8 minutes to showcase? Y'all should fire the marketing guy that thought this video was a good idea. Pocket sand on the eyes of an undead and it works is madness. I like how the character puts the flaming torch in his pocket. This did more damage than anything. Lip syncing needs improvement. The fire also looks like a 2D GIF. 4 ads on an 8-minute video. I don't know because I have YouTube Plus Premium, Extra Plus Premium, whatever the hell it's called. 8-minute video. Oh, 4 ad breaks. Oh, damn. This can't be worth $70. Fire looks like a 2D GIF. Yikes, that was rough. Pocket Sand, 10 out of 10. For this, you want $70. If the goal was to show the most boring mission, then the video preview was a success. These videos are great because they keep my expectations in check. This has knocked my excitement a bit. That bit right at the start where he goes through the crack in the wall was rough, then I couldn't stop looking at the 2D fire. Okay, we're gonna have to... I know Rask was bringing it up. Now I gotta see it again. I gotta look at this fire again. I gotta look at this fire again. Okay. Yeah. He looks weird.
Thank God. He's alive.
Oh, it like pulled the camera. It did like
Thank
a weird
God.
camera thing when he
He's
went
alive.
through it. Yeah, okay. That's fair.
Ouch! Ow! Ah, ah. Who's there?
It's me, Cohen.
Oh
Your
my
brother was
god,
getting
why am I
worried.
so
Asked
tired?
me
You
to
know
look
what?
for
I
you.
think it's just been a tiring week, and it's not even... Well, I say it's not me that's losing my job if there's no games. If there's no games, we'll just sit here and try and find like a random indie game to play. It's okay. Gotcha games will still be alive. They will never die. We'll always have something. We'll have to do, yeah, we can have Bella streams. We can have Bella streams. Today, we're hanging out with Bella in the park. Oh, I did want to... Oh, I wanted to see these two things. This is the Windrose update teaser trailer. I know a lot of people were loving Windrose. I could become a Nikkei main. I could. So, it's okay. We still have Capcom. I saw a skeleton, which I was pretty excited about. And I think Windrose looks cool, though. I haven't played it, but I know a lot of people really love the game. Yeah, the Elliot demo is pretty long. Yeah. It's pretty freaking long. I love Elliot. We will be getting to that tomorrow. I don't think I have too much else that will be taking up our time. I want to try these, but I don't necessarily have to play them on stream. I'm not like in a rush to get around to them, but I do want to play more Elliot for sure. Cinderia was so dope, man. I want to unlock the Frozen Dragon Knight girl. I want to unlock the Druid girl too. Stranger Than Heaven is still alive? I hope so. I will not be playing Assassin's Creed, no. I believe it comes out the same day as Grand Blue Fantasy Relink. I should highlight this because this is really the next big game. God damn it, I did it wrong again. Son of a bitch. I fudged it. Well, I'll fix it later. Jesus Christ, it's getting worse. Now you can't see it at all. That's a bit better. Yes. Skin Deep. Let me take a look. Skin Deep, an immersive first-person shooter.
Nothing left. He's getting away.
Yes. My colors are weird. My colors are weird in this document because I have an extension that makes it dark mode. So when you make things white, it would actually be black, and black will be white, and green, dark green will be light green, and yeah, it's weird. It's all fudged. I want to take a look at Ace Combat Wing of Thieves, and then it will almost be our anime time, which I'm excited. We'll get to just sit here and find some fun things to watch over the summer to distract ourselves. Oh yeah, Splatoon Raiders. Hold on. I'm actually kind of curious about Splatoon Raiders. There was a direct for it a day ago. But people were saying, yeah, that it's kind of like a roguelite, which I thought was very interesting. Let me put that. Wait, that's coming out. Wait. Oh, I was like, wait, that was yesterday? It's coming out yesterday? What's going on? Here, let's watch this hands-on real quick. Let's watch the
Splatoon has
hands-on.
always featured single-player campaigns, but they've never been...
Eat those! Hi, everyone. How are you? I'm not gonna ask. Nice to see you.
the focus. Often they're glorified tutorials, and even when they venture into more clever puzzle platformer territory, it's been a relatively short side dish to the competitive multiplayer main course. Splatoon Raiders looks to address this by putting the single-player focus front and center. Multiplayer is here, but it's de-emphasized and co-op only. In some ways, that makes Raiders the mirror image of Splatoon games. I recently tried out Splatoon Raiders, sampling some of the early game progression along with a later co-op raid in multiplayer. While this is still undeniably a Splatoon game, it's a very different one with particular emphasis on making a build that feels downright broken as you take down increasingly tough hordes of salmonids. To start, you have your regular arsenal that is largely recognizable from previous Splatoon games. Your regular paint blasters that fire like traditional guns, along with more inventive paint-sloshing weaponry like rollers and sloshers, which cover the ground and paint more quickly. I stuck mostly with the traditional weapons, mostly because I was just learning the ropes, but also because weapons like rollers just seemed less useful in this context. Those are great for a team composition in multiplayer Splatoon where your goal is to cover...
Having like a PvE roguelite-esque kind of Splatoon game is a great idea. Yeah, Splatoon, so this is PvE only. You can play solo, and if you are doing like multiplayer, it's co-op only.
As much ground with paint as possible. But their utility is less obvious in a PvE game that's focused on taking down enemies. You do still need to cover the ground and paint to quickly move around the battlefield, but the combat zones are relatively small, so covering them completely isn't as important. There may be use cases I just didn't find in my limited time, however. Aside from your regular weapons, you also have gadgets, which are sorted into 3 tank types: power, speed, and tactical. You have to pick just one of those categories to use, but you can swap between stages. All of your gadgets fall under one of those 3 buckets, and you can equip 2 of them at a time within that category, mapping them to the shoulder buttons. The tactical kit has an auto turret, for example, while the power set lets you generate a spinning array of ink blobs that circle around you and deal damage to enemies. At first, I was cautious about my gadget use, saving them for bigger engagements, but the cooldown is quick and the salmonids are ferocious. It's clear that Splatoon Raiders wants you to use them liberally, so after getting warmed up a bit, I was hitting my spinning power attack at every opportunity, acting like a passive damage dealing shield to complement my shooting.
This looks really fun.
I knew then and there that my ultimate goal would be to reduce the cooldown and extend the effect time as much as possible to make it, if not infinite, at least as close as possible. It's not really Vampire Survivors, but it's not Vampire Survivors. Upgrading and supporting your gadget loadout is the major driver in the loot loop of Splatoon Raiders. As you level up your character, you can upgrade their health or damage, but also their capacity for gadget modifiers. Most of the loot you find in the stages are different modifiers for your gadgets to let you upgrade damage or tweak its effects. It is a very flexible system, and even in my limited time, I could see the potential for building out a combo of traditional weapons and powered up gadgets that feels OP, at least until you hit the next challenge milestone. Rounding out your combat options are relics, equipable items
Definitely
with even bigger effects like enabling a double jump. Finally, you can bring one of your deep cut crew with you to pilot the protective machine that accompanies you into each mission, and which one you pick determines a charged up ultimate showstopper attack that you actually should save for boss encounters. All of these options come together to make your perfect little Inkling killing machine, venturing out into an array of islands that unlock across new islands as you complete story missions on the world map. These missions function like battle arenas with some light platforming elements. You might need to call over your cohort to give you a boost, but for the most part, these seem to be traveling between skirmishes. Those play out like horde battles with massive numbers of salmonids attacking you, along with new seasoned salmonids that are visibly covered with salt and are much tougher than their regular counterparts.
Salty salmons!
From the little that I played, Splatoon Raiders gets mileage out of even just a handful of salmonids.
It is co-op, yeah.
By both increasing the numbers of the horde and
multiplayer
rearranging
co-op.
its pieces. One salmonid occupies a giant
solo.
tower that has to be cut down to size before you can defeat it. Another is a giant lumbering brute, and so on.
Damn.
One stage
This
may
looks
require
fun as
you to
hell.
take on just one of each, while another strategically positions the sniper tower so it's difficult to reach one without being exposed to the other. Another wrinkle might add a bigger, slower boss to deal with, forcing tense decision-making about which threats to eliminate first.
This looks
It
fun.
can get chaotic, but that's what makes it so satisfying to use all the combat options at your disposal to mop up the battlefield. There is a general sense that Splatoon Raiders is an example of Nintendo using every part of the buffalo, as the saying goes. The character designs, some enemies, weapons, and the world of Splatoon are well established, of course, but I was surprised to be reminded of the recent Donkey Kong Bonanza. This game doesn't have Bonanza's destructibility, but you end stages by mining crystals, and the clink of collecting them very much reminded me of Donkey Kong's latest, as did the concept of
They do make
drilling
very
into the ground to
satisfying
progress
audio
into a deeper cave in some
for that
stages.
kind of stuff.
We also tried a multiplayer skirmish, which was, as you might expect, a lot more frantic with more enemies to match the increased player count. Though, as with single-player
Nice.
missions,
Scaling.
you're moving around the map a good deal more to find different engagements, and your prize is new
Multiplayer,
gadget modifiers for loot. The real treat here was seeing how players could start to synergize with each other. My power-focused build was good for getting in close to enemies and dealing heavy damage, but I wasn't especially hardy, so I could rely on my teammates to take some of the heat off while venturing into the thick of the enemy horde. Combined with the wealth of options for your gadgets and gear, multiplayer seems like a fertile ground for high-level raids against tough opponents, which would then cash out with appropriately better loot. Splatoon Raiders has a nice combat loop built around grinding for loot to get stronger and then using that to experiment with new builds and take on even tougher foes. That seems like more than enough to sustain it through a story campaign. The lingering question in my mind is how much longevity the co-op multiplayer will have to sustain continued raids with your friends after you've wrapped up most of the challenges. Previous Splatoon games were built with long-term competitive multiplayer in mind, with all the infinite
sweaty is
replayability
Splatoon
that comes
PvP?
with it. The
Probably
switch to a
sweaty,
single-player
right?
focus may mean that Splatoon Raiders is content to let you finish the
Yeah, I
campaign
never cared
and
about
be done
the-
with it.
the
So it
PvP.
remains to be seen if co-op raids for
this looks
ever-increasing
this-
builds
this
will
looks
give it
cool.
similarly long lasts.
Very
That
sweaty,
makes
I
it a
can
big
imagine.
chance for a series built on multiplayer, but as someone who has always wanted a more focused single-player Splatoon experience, I'm excited to see it finally deliver.
Yeah, nice. Nice. Yeah, I'm down for that. I'm down. I'm down. I'm down. That's July 23rd. Is that right? I think it's right. People debate whether or not motion controls is better. Classic. A classic tale. Controller versus M&K. Motion controls versus... I need to whip out the Switch too and make sure that my connection thing still works. Because I just use my DualSense Edge controller on my Switch. Damn, Venus. Your sister's sweaty as hell. Sweaty Splatooner. Yeah, no, this looks great. I'm so down for this. July 9th comes out at a great time. Because like Dragon Sword Awakening, I'm down to dabble in and see how that fleshes out. But besides that, July 31st is really the next one that I'm interested in. So I have plenty of time right here. Yeah. Yeah, on Switch, I use the same controller, my DualSense Edge, on my PlayStation, my PC, and my Switch. I've heard a say shit I never thought she would say when playing Splatoon PvE. We're just going to take a look at the latest Ace Combat video. But then we're going to be doing our anime time. If you're not interested in anime, I totally get it. But the new season of anime has started. And what we like to do is before the new season of anime, so it's like every season. Duh. We like to look at the trailers and see which shows look interesting. So we're going to watch this first, and then we'll be doing that.
The Ace Combat series has woven an epic historical narrative set in Strange Reel, an alternate world resembling our own. Let's take a look back at the history leading up to Ace Combat 8, Wings of Thieves. Set in 1995, Ace Combat Zero, the Belgian War, redefined Strange Reel's international borders, introduced advanced superweapons, and reshaped political alliances across the continent. In Ace Combat 4, Shattered Skies, the 1999 Ulysses asteroid impact devastated Usea. In the Continental War of 2003, pilots rose to reclaim the skies and destroy the Stonehenge superweapon. The future surged forward. Set during the Circum-Pacific War of 2010, Ace Combat 5 followed a rookie pilot's rise, marked by advanced submarines, low-orbit spacecraft, and the global conflict between Osea and Yuktobania. War only grew larger in Ace Combat 6, Fires of Liberation. Between 2015 and 2016, pilots fought to push the nation back from the brink of collapse during the Emiria-Estovakia War. And the skies never fell silent. In 2019, Ace Combat 7 Skies Unknown saw Arusi technologically advance with unmanned drones, networked battlefields, and control of space-based infrastructure.
I need to watch SkillUp's video about Ace
every
Combat.
entry, Strange Reel remains the battleground. And time and again, it's up to you to defend its people, its nations, and its future. Ace Combat 8 takes place in July 2029. The Federation of Central Usea has been suddenly invaded by the neighboring Republic of Satoa, a swift assault that captures the FCU capital city of Thieves. With most of the country under occupation and its main forces lost, the FCU military has been scattered. Playing as a pilot rescued from the sea by the FCU's aging aircraft carrier, the Endurance, you find yourself aboard a dilapidated vessel that had withdrawn from the front lines whilst carrying refugees.
Man, this looks
having seen its home navy all but wiped out. This is where your story begins.
Looks fantabulous, my friend. Fantabulous. Looks great. Looks wonderful. I'm going to play you this.
What's up?
It's actually the perfect amount of time for me to go grab some water. Have I watched the new live action Avatar? No. And I won't be. I don't have any interest. I've seen people making fun of clips though. If that counts. I will be right back. Watch this. Be depressed. Be depressed about a Sony disc situation. and then we'll get happy again. It's an emotional roller coaster.
Everybody, Damien here, and in today's gaming news, Sony just killed physical discs. New games are coming to PS Plus, and the Mario Galaxy movie has a streaming release date. It's your Daily Fix. Sony has announced physical disc production ends in January 2028 for new games on PlayStation consoles. It's a shock announcement that follows Rockstar's decision not to sell a physical disc version of GTA 6, which is expected to dominate console game sales from this November onwards. This new policy will cover all games released on PlayStation consoles from all publishers after this cutoff date, which some analysts believe hints at when the PS6 will be released. In response to shifting trends in consumer preference, new games will be released on PlayStation Store and at retailers in digital formats only. Quote continues, as consumer preferences and the broader entertainment industry continue to shift away from physical discs to digital, physical game disc production for all new games releasing on PlayStation consoles will be discontinued starting January 2028. This transition has no impact on games that already released or will be releasing prior to January 2028 in disc format. This is a natural direction for Sony Interactive Entertainment to adapt to consumer trends as the general preference for digital media significantly outpaces physical discs. This transition will enable us to align more closely with how most of our community prefers to access and play games today. Piers Harding Rolls, games industry analyst at Ampere, tweeted to call Sony's announcement a watershed moment from the industry. Quote, console gaming is the last holdout for physical media in the gaming sector, but physical product has been declining in importance, he added. Back in 2013, when the PS4 launched, Ampere data shows that only 13% of total full games unit sales for Sony consoles were digital, including digital-only games. Fast forward to 2025, and this digital share of full game purchases stood at almost 80% of the total. Inevitably, there will be concerns from PlayStation gamers around various aspects of this announcement, including choice, accessing older physical games on new consoles, the ability to collect physical games, and game preservation. However, the purchasing trends of gamers are clear. I thought it was a pretty big deal that the biggest video game of all time, GTA 6, would not be available on any physical media. Now it looks like we're finally entering that all-digital future, for better or worse. Moving on, Sony has confirmed the PlayStation Plus monthly games lineup for July 2026, and it includes Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3. This is, of course, the Modern Warfare that launched in 2023, not the one from back in 2011, that received a rough reception from fans and critics. We actually gave it a 4 out of 10. It launched just a year after 2022's Modern Warfare 2, an annual release strategy that publisher Activision has said it will no longer continue. Still, its inclusion here is timely, allowing you to zip through its story in preparation for this year's Modern Warfare 4, due out on October 23rd. 2 other titles join July's monthly editions, which will all become available to subscribers next Tuesday, July 7th, until Monday, August 3rd. Next up is For the King 2, the tactical role-playing game sequel that launched on PC back in 2023 to a generally positive response, though a mixed 6 out of 10 review from IGN. Inspired by tabletop combat, it features roguelite elements and a procedurally generated map to explore. Finally, there's Crosscode, a retro-inspired 2D action JRPG with 16-bit style visuals.
Yes! Crosscode is sick, actually. Crosscode is sick. Crosscode is sick. Rockstar got the heads up. Rockstar is in cahoots with demons. I'm pretty sure. It's because companies are saying, F you, bitch, you will not own anything. That's why people are upset. Because PlayStation was like, yeah, we're not going to do physical discs anymore. Also, we're closing the PS Vita store and the PS3 store. Also, we're getting rid of 500 plus movies that you've purchased, and you will no longer be able to access them because they were digital. I have to unfortunately end the YouTube stream because we are about to travel to lands that YouTube hates. And that is looking at anime trailers. They will ban me. They will copyright me. And then I'm pretty sure the YouTube gods themselves will come and kill me. So if you want to hang out with us while we look at anime stuff, you can watch us on Twitch. But if not, I totally understand. I apologize. I wish I could do this on YouTube, but I can't. I can't. They take the stream down. But I will be back and we'll be playing. We're just going to be playing games tomorrow because no news will happen. No news is going to happen Zero news. We're just gonna load up and play Elliot all day, probably. Right, because there'll be no news at all. Zero news. Surely no news. Alex, it's gonna be crazy. YouTube, I'm sorry. I really appreciate you all. I know it's really short. I really appreciate you. Thank you for watching and liking the YouTube stream. I appreciate you so much. Thank you for watching all the shorts over there. Check out the Cinderia short that we put up like a couple hours ago. Cinderia is a dope indie game that I highly recommend. It's really, really, really good. I will see you guys on YouTube tomorrow. I'm so sorry.